And first at 5, we are tracking rain for the weekend. Right now, this is a live look at the radar. We're also looking at the rain because we've seen a lot come down and more is on the way. And following the heavy rain that we all saw yesterday, this could come and make it worse for some areas as they're continuing to clean up. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jonathan Martin in for Faith Jesse.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Thanks for being with us tonight. Right now, parts of South Atlanta are still working to recover after flash flooding damaged property in that area. We have team coverage tonight. Molly Oak at Clark Atlanta University and our chief meteorologist, Chris Holcomb, timing out the weekend forecast. But we begin with Karis Belger with more on the extensive cleanup that's going on at the historic Central United Methodist Church.
The senior pastor and members here at the Central United Methodist Church tell me they've never seen flooding like this. And aside from the parking lot, the fellowship hall of the building took the brunt of the damage. This video shows the parking lot of the Central United Methodist Church Thursday. And this is the lot today, a thick layer of mud completely coating the pavement.
First thing that happened when I saw the water was, that's not Central. What am I looking at?
Vance Ross is the senior pastor of Central United. He says he's never seen flooding like Thursday during his 5 years leading the congregation.
I couldn't begin to say how much water came in. I can say this, it looked like a river, fast-moving river, was pouring into a lake.
The fellowship hall, he says, was damaged the most. Inside, a 4-foot-high water line marks the height of the flooding. Chairs, tables, and pews are completely turned over.
Our trustees and others are looking at the extent of the damage, on getting people in to begin to look at restoration.
Today, church trustees and other members spent the day assessing damage and making a few repairs. And as the congregation cleans up, Ross hopes the church will be able to provide a bit of hope and get back to doing what he calls the Lord's work.
We're looking to be, again, effective and efficient. We're not looking just to do it quickly so we can get something done. We want to be sure we're ready for it.
Now, the pastor tells me the sanctuary will be safe to use for service on Sunday, but the church also provides parking for Atlanta United and Falcons games, and he's not sure yet if that will be a possibility for this weekend. In Atlanta, Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
And right now there is still cleanup happening near the Atlanta University Center after flooding damaged cars and buildings there. The water was flowing so fast it created a really dangerous situation for people living specifically on Clark Atlanta University's campus and in the surrounding area. 11 Alive's Molly Oak is live near Clark Atlanta tonight where some cars, Molly, I understand, are still washed up on sidewalks and covered with mud.
Yeah, we've got mud on the street, just gunk on the cars, and cars on the sidewalk. Take a look behind me. You can see 1 day later, one car diagonal, 2 other cars propped up against the sidewalk. We spoke with one woman who lives in the area. She says flooding here has happened before and is worried it's going to happen again.
It's ridiculous. It stinks. And who's going to care or who's going to help us?
Just some of the questions Beverly Cato has today after the streets surrounding the place she's lived for 5 years flooded yesterday, leaving her car full of water.
All the mud is on the seats. All the mud is on the cup holders. The water's still in the car. It's dreadful. It's really, really bad. And now I don't know what I'm going to do for a car.
Beverly says she can't afford to move and can't afford car insurance, leaving her without a car.
To go to the doctor, to go to the pharmacy, to go food shopping, whatever, you need a car here. And it's dangerous on the subway and it's dangerous on the buses.
Dangerous on the sidewalks right now.
It's dangerous on the sidewalk. I almost fell myself several times. It's just really, really bad and very sad.
We got a statement from the city's Department of Watershed Management. It said the stormwater systems are designed to manage flows for 70% of normal storms, and say yesterday's storm was more like an event that they say had a 5% chance of taking place, dumping a significant amount of rainfall. It says the department is making investments in its collection and stormwater systems and also implementing projects that should help reduce flooding. Watershed also says its crews are consistently removing debris from flood-prone areas in hopes of enhancing the performance of the stormwater system.
It's happened over and over and over and over. They come and they clean out the sewers and all of that. But the deal is that those are thoroughfares. We have about 4 different ones that feed down here, and that water comes here and drowns everything around here.
Leaving Beverly with another question: what can be done?
This is the 3rd time, and it's horrendous. Something has to be done. Can they build up the streets? I don't know. This is a poor neighborhood. This is a senior citizen building. What can they do? I don't know.
As for the students here, the university says it's working to relocate the 24 students impacted by the storm. It also created a student emergency fund. We have a link to that for you guys right now if you want to help and donate on 11alive.com. For now, reporting live, Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.
All right, Molly, thank you. We still had a few spotty showers around the area today, but nothing as heavy as what we experienced yesterday. Our chief meteorologist, Chris Holcomb, joining us now. Chris, the question now is if these rain chances are going to linger into the weekend.
They will, but again, we don't think we'll have anything as heavy as what we had out there yesterday. In fact, right now, we are getting a break in the action. We still have a pretty good coverage of clouds around, but we're not seeing any rain. We had some spots with some light rain a little bit earlier. In fact, this loop goes back 6 hours. You can see some of those showers we had, especially over on the east side, out along I-20 near Conyers, down into parts of Henry County. But that is all fading away right now, and really nothing else moving into our area tonight. But tomorrow, we still will have that easterly wind, and that's going to help to spread a few more showers back into our area during the day tomorrow. But there will be a lot of dry hours at times. It won't be an all-day rain event. So if you're going to a high school football game tonight, things are going to be looking pretty good, and it is going to be cooler. Our high temperature today, only 74 degrees this afternoon. I'm thinking at kickoff tonight for the games, temperatures will still be holding right around 73 degrees for those football games, and then around 71 at 9, and maybe even into the upper 60s at some of those games as they are ending a little bit later on tonight. Mainly dry. Clouds will start to break up a little bit more out there as well. Stay with us. We're going to talk more about the weekend, and yes, holding on to some of those rain chances, but it won't be a washout. We'll kind of break down your chances of seeing more dry hours in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. And don't forget, you can stay weather aware by downloading the 11 Alive News app. Just scan that QR code to see right there on your screen to download it for free. And you can also turn on alerts for your specific area.